In this video, we are going over everything it takes to be a successful boar farmer in Valheim. Let's get into it.
The first thing that you want to do if you're going to be a successful pig farmer in Valheim is go out and catch some pigs. To do that, I recommend that you have a stack or two of wood with you, a hammer, and something to feed the pigs, like raspberries. So the first step is make a workbench, because you're going to need to be able to build. Start out by starting to make a little bit of a pen to keep a pig in. Doesn't have to be very big. You're just going to want to get 1 or 2 pigs. So we'll start off with something small, something like this. Go out and get a pig to start chasing you. So just run up, say, "Hey pig," he'll start chasing you, no big deal. Make sure you don't lose him. And then they're a little finicky, but you can get them to follow you into the pen and trap them. So now we have our first pig. Just get him in there nice and tight. And we're gonna go ahead and give him some food, but eventually we're gonna be wanting to breed our pigs. So we'll want to catch at least 2. I'm gonna throw some raspberries in the pen and then look around for another pig to see if I can catch a second one. All right, so we found another pig. So we'll get his attention, get him to start following us. And then we're gonna do the same thing, just get this guy trapped inside of a little fenced in area, just like that. All right, so now we have 2 pigs. We can actually take out the wall in between them. Make sure that they have something to eat. We've got a bunch of raspberries in there. We'll throw them a few more.
Okay, we've got our boars. They're in their pen. They're nice and cozy, and they're taming. They'll eat raspberries, blueberries, carrots, onions, and turnips, and red mushrooms. So any of those things will be fine for your boars. They will love it. And it'll be about 30 minutes from the time that they are calm for them to tame. So no fires around because the fires scare them. As long as no like gray dwarfs or anything come up and startle them, you should be good, and it'll only be about 30 minutes. So just buckle up and wait. I will say sleeping doesn't help the process, unfortunately, so you just gotta wait a half hour.
Also, the pigs will become frightened if they see you before they are fully tamed, which is why I have a wall up here. Plus it's cool because you can get some bonus sneak points like you saw I just did. I'm just sneaking back and forth. I'm within range of them, and I've got to wait half an hour, so why not get some free sneak points while you're waiting around. You can see that if I walk down here and the boars see me, immediately all heck breaks loose. So we're going to go back up here again and hide. They'll calm down in just a moment. They will attack the fence around them, but it's really not a problem. They're not going to break the fence down usually before they tame. If you're wanting to see the progress on your pigs, just run up, look at them. You can see this guy's 62% and our other guy is 71% tamed. So they're frightened again, so I need to go back behind my wall and just hang out. They'll calm down, but we're over halfway there. Once the boars are fully tamed, you'll see a bunch of hearts pop up above their head, and you'll get a little message on screen that lets you know that the boar was tamed as well. All right, so there we can see one of the boars has been tamed.
All right, so our second boar has been tamed, and now we have 2 tame boars.
So now that you have 2 tamed pigs, they are in love, as you can see by the little pink hearts that are throwing up. Ultimately, that will result in baby pigs being born. So now that the pigs are tame, they won't despawn. You don't have to stay within 64 meters of them any longer. You don't have to worry about them going away. But you do have to worry about getting them back to your base, which is, again, a really boring process, but it is what it is. If you want to establish a long-term farm at your base, what you do is go in the direction that your base is, start making chutes, kind of like this. What I'll do is take away their raspberries. I'll throw them down here, a little further down. You can actually just hold block and kind of push your boars if they need a little nudging. Once you have them farther down where you need them to go, you can basically pin them in and gradually destroy the old pen while you work on the new part. Just rinse and repeat this process, moving your boars further and further down the chute. These guys are busy already making tons of babies. As you can see, we've got little baby piglets in here. So just keep moving them further and further down the chute, closing them off until you get them back to your base. It's a long process, but you'll get there. I'm not going to make you watch this because it's really boring to watch. So we're going to go ahead and go back over to the base where we have our pig farm started.
Now that you have your tamed boars, there are two main things you need to protect them from. The first being trolls, especially trolls with tree clubs. So make sure that you build a fence that's at least 6 meters from the main structure. Also make sure that you're putting a roof over the main structure of your boar area, because there are flying raids later in the game with bats that will also absolutely devastate your pig population.
It's happened to some people.
It's us. It happened to us.
It happened to us. Now that you have your pig farm up and running, the last thing to do is harvest your boars. So you can do this one of two ways. The first is to use a butcher knife. The butcher knife is an item that is just a utility item used solely for harvesting boars. Earlier in the game's development, you could kill the boars with any weapon. Unfortunately, what happened is a lot of people would accidentally kill all of their boars or kill themselves down to one boar, and they couldn't continue to breed boars, which you don't want, because then you're stuck having to start this entire process over again. So the butcher knife is just a utility item. It's only used for killing boars. But if you haven't gone to the Black Forest yet, and you're a bit impatient, the other option is to go into your inventory, go over to this icon with the two swords, and turn on friendly fire. So this is the PvP option. With that, you can actually use any weapon, go right up and kill a boar. Just be careful if you decide to do this, because like I said, you could end up putting yourself in a bad position that you don't want to be in.
Congratulations, you're a boar farmer. We hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.